Button. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our team call this Thursday. Team Inspire Epic Change, changing lives, doing it. Our team's rocking out. Great job already in November. Several of you have already hit Success Club. It's a beautiful thing to see. Congratulations to John Milburn, who went Emerald today. Ooh. Yay, John and Megan. I think that they're traveling as well, so probably won't be on the call. But congrats to him and rocking out Fall Classic. You guys, so much time left in the month, and 21 Day Fix is a rocking sale. We know that, so go for it. Go for we were energized by Jeff Carmack's talk the other day, and he just talked to us about how Fall Classic was when we could just really grow as a team and really just make this our biggest month yet. So do it, everybody.
I was a little bit jealous about that phone call. I was like, that call.
It was really great. I was like, go Central Region. That's awesome. It was really great. He's Alora. We all were in Utah together, of course, and I'll introduce Alora to you guys in a second again. But we were in Utah and got to go to corporate. And I know I just am like, when I talk about it, I get ecstatic, but I can't help it because we just have the backing of the people in this company that want us to succeed. And I found out that these guys don't even they're not coaches. They help us, because that's their job. It's not because they have teams that they want to see succeed. They really have no other game in it except they want us to do well. So that's just so cool. All right, well, we'll jump in tonight. I have Alora on the call. Alora Carrier, she's in Falmouth, Maine, right?
Yep.
And yeah, it was featured on the Travel Channel. It was one of the best places to go and visit. I saw it. I was like, Alora. But
you're all welcome.
What?
You're all welcome.
Yes, come and see. Yes, I can't wait. Never been to Maine.
Did you say Falmouth, Maine?
Yeah.
How funny. I'm from Brunswick originally.
Oh, really? I grew up in Topsom.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Next door neighbors, girl. Way to go.
Yes, that's right. You guys are pretty close.
Rivals.
Well, you guys need to go visit each other.
No way. That was Bath, Maine. They're our rivals.
Oh.
Hello down there. Is that Jen? Yes. Hi, Jen. So, Laura is married to. I'm thinking this in my head just when I know of Laura. Married to Matt. They have 2 children, 2 boys, and Laura is are you 4-star or qualifying or?
I will be next week, I hope.
Oh, awesome. She has got, her team is just killing it. But anyway, Laura's here because I asked her to come on, and we're just going to do a little round robin. We'll be done quickly because I know you guys have the Darren Hardy call. And actually, thank you for the reminder. Oh my gosh, those that hit Success Club last month need to get on that call because he rocks. Love his emails. I get them every day. All right. We're going to talk about power hours because this is so important to our business. Everybody should have a power hour where they get some stuff done. And I tell you what, this stuck out to me because my kids are, yeah, you're going to hear that. This stuck out to me because Leslie Quarterman, who is our Upline sponsor, not sponsor, but I guess she's in our lineage. But she just made the Millionaires Club today. Oh my goodness. She's been a coach for 4 years, I think. And, she sponsored Anita Myron, who is, our, my coach and your all's upline, who we learn a lot from. But I was inspired by Leslie because she's been doing this thing with her coaches. She's been doing a live power hour where they get on a Facebook event and they work together on knocking out the stuff they need to knock out. And it just really made me think that we probably need to talk about as a team what we're doing. Do we have a power in place? Do we know what a power hour is? Are we kind of sort of doing it here and there throughout the day? Or do we have a time set? And so I kind of want to talk to each of you about what that looks like for you and ask Alora to share hers because she just finished her master's. Is it your second or is your first, Alora? Was it?
Yeah, my master's. Yeah.
And okay, so she had 5 masters later. But anyway, she was
Not that crazy.
How is she doing this? She's working on her master's. She's still so consistent on Facebook. She's growing her team. She has lots of things she has. She has a greenhouse in her backyard. She has this horse that she takes care of, her 2 boys and her husband. And she's, doing it. So she's doing something that is working. And so I wanted to kind of have her share when she was doing this full time, working on her degree, how that looked for her. Because I know we have a lot of people working on their master's, I know Alora is working on hers. I know Katie, you're working on your thesis right now. Is that right? Or you're in grad school? Yeah, and she's not muted. And so when I hear people say that they don't have time, and I preach into the choir here. When I hear new coaches saying they don't have time to work the business, it's just because it's not a priority, really, because we can carve out moments, power hours in our lives. Sorry, I'm skipping here, I think. We can carve out moments to make this work for you. You can make it work for you. Lots of examples of top coaches who have made this work for them, who had full-time jobs and were able to leave those careers to do Beachbody full-time, which is amazing. And I know that's not everybody's goal, but that's a lot of our goals, right? To make this something that is going to be a legacy for our families. So when I hear people say that they don't have time, I cringe, because we have time. We just have to make it a priority, and we can share this with our coaches, our other coaches that are on this call when they watch this training tonight. So I just want to, first I want to throw it to Alora, if she doesn't mind, and kind of talk about what that looked like for her, what it looks like for her today, and what it looked like for her when she was busting out this master's degree she was doing, and I was always amazed. And then I'm going to share with you a screenshot of, an image of Leslie's power hour, because I think we could all really use it. And I'll tell you what I do. My power hour is in the morning, and then half hour at night. But I'm going to let Alora talk. And do you want me to put it on speaker view? I think that's better.
Yeah, I have a screen share, and I have some images to show you before I go into my detailed plan.
Sure.
I'll hop over. Bear with me.
Sure.
All right, so these are some images that I've pulled up as examples, because every one of us has a different business and a different life to back it. So I just want to make sure that you're aware that there's lots of ways to work your power hour. These are just some examples. So basically you want to be adding friends to your network and talking to people, and that spectrum is whatever you need it to be to hit your goals, whether that's Success Club 5 or 20. There's certain benchmarks you need to be reaching in order to do that. So this is a great example of check it off, get it done, and then some examples of how to post on Facebook, whether that's your like page and your personal page, or you're throwing stuff on Instagram. It takes minutes. If you have a plan and you know what you're supposed to hit for the day, go for it.
So I'm going to interrupt really quick. That was Hootsuite. So you were scheduling those posts. You're saying, especially for those who work and can't get on their computer during the day, let's say you're a teacher or whatever, you can go ahead and just schedule these in. I know Katie does a great job with that.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
So this isn't the one I use. This is just an example I pulled up to show you guys, but I do use Hootsuite. I pay for it. It's what I prefer. Here's a basic example. I think a lot of this comes from our business activity tracker, but it's just keeping it simple. If you work with just a simple list, this will cover it in an hour, and you can set 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on where you need to spend more of your time. And Having Mona go over your power hour and your performance, if you will kind of indicate some areas where you might need to bump up your activity for a few weeks and see if that makes a difference. This one's kind of small, sorry, but this is an example. I think Leslie has shared this as an Emerald coach. Your activities should increase in certain areas as far as building a team, definitely checking your back office more, those kinds of activities. So as you go up in rank, some of those things as a business side will grow and should grow to maintain your business. And here's another simple one. It breaks it down by time, bangs it out. So if you're a busy working mom, dad, whatever, this is something you can split up throughout your day. It doesn't have to be all at one time. Break it up. 5 minutes in the bathroom, throw something on Instagram. We're all guilty of that.
I think I just saw your like page pop up.
Yeah.
You had something scheduled.
I did.
Totally popped up. That was Alora's kitchen. Okay.
So as an example for myself, so for the last 4 years, so I kind of had 2 years of a rhythm where I started Beachbody. Can you all see this document? I worked my business in 8 to 10 week segments for my first, 18 months or so, because I finished in August. So my mornings always looked the same. I worked about an hour, banging out more me stuff and more business items. And then family routine kicked in. And then in the middle of the day is when I would either do schoolwork for 10 weeks or I would do Beachbody for 8 weeks on my semesters off or my time off from school. So for the 10 weeks I was in school, I did nothing for Beachbody in the middle of the day unless it was an emergency and I had time. And then it would just be more me time, family time, and then I would work again the business at night regardless. And then again, when I was in school, I would work solely at night on my schoolwork. So I might do 30 minutes of checking in with people, but then I would do schoolwork. When I wasn't in school, I would spend, closer to 2 hours working my business because I was making up for the time that I wasn't able to spend when I was in school. So that's kind of how I break it down. I talked on Anita's call real quick on last Tuesday, I believe, about how I set up a daily task within my week. So that's the first thing I do. I get that out of the way because that's my priority task. You can schedule things, like I need to do these 3 things today, or these 2 things today, they have to get done, however that works for you. And then bang it out before you check with messages and before you're scrolling on Facebook or before you're doing whatever. Because if you're not getting those priority tasks done, then nothing else you're doing matters in the end.
So are you talking about even personal or is this business as well? Because I see there's schoolwork.
Yeah, so when I was in school, those things would just be schoolwork. But if I was not in school, then it would be, setting up my challenge groups, or Tuesday I would be doing all of my marketing stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, that's great. So on Wednesday you send out new coach info.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotcha. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, because I don't like paper chasing everyone. So everyone gets a mass challenger / coach, whatever they signed up as the week before, email from me on Wednesday, regardless of if they just bought it or if they bought it a week ago, because I can't keep track.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna ask you to send it to me. I was gonna screenshot, but send them.
And for those of you who are, full-time working or in school, I talked also, I think way back on Anita's call, about using a timer. And there's apps that you can use, or you can have a kitchen timer. And I got the idea from this website, fitbabysteps.com. She's a Beachbody coach. She's has her doctorate. She's got 2 young kids, works full-time or something crazy. And so she recommended that, and it works great because people like myself, I'm a perfectionist. I'll just keep working on something until it's like done, but then I neglect doing the things that also need to be done. So I set timers, and if it's not done, it's not done, and I move on to the next thing. So it's really helpful because you'll get caught up in something that doesn't need all of that time. You can get it done if you have a timer.
I love that timer. Oh my gosh, that's so great. What a great website. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. You put my power hour to shame. It
doesn't always look that way.
I'm just going to show. Well, then that's the beauty of it too, right? I mean,
right.
This is a guide that is just really helps us stick to something, like you said, right? Like you set that timer, and if it happens, and it gets done, then it gets done. But we got to remember as coaches is that, we've got to prioritize this stuff, or that, like and Alora said, those important things don't happen. So that's great. I love that outline.
And I use iCal on my phone because we're always on our phone, right?
Yeah.
And that it's a reminder more for family activities, because I will get caught up doing something and be like, Alden's getting off the bus in 5 minutes. I probably should be outside, and it really helps because it keeps me more family focused.
That's so important too. At the last couple of Beachbody events we went to, talked about family. Talking about not neglecting your family, but getting our things done so we can build something for our family, but not neglecting, because it's so easy to do, right? It is easy. And also they said to have a hobby outside of Beachbody, which is great. But I think that's why this list that you're showing us, Alora, and the way we can use a timer can help us with all of the things we need. I mean, you're the perfect example of somebody whose team is succeeding. So, I mean, obviously you're doing it right. You're teaching your coaches. So
yeah, because I have coaches who work this full time, and I have coaches who work 45 hours a week and have whatever else going on. You can work this business in an hour a day, 4 hours a week, if that's something you can stick to. It's just being diligent with the time that you have and making it purposeful.
Purposeful, absolutely. What is that? Is that your screenshot? Is that you? Yes. Great job. Awesome. That is such good stuff. Okay. Let me go back to all of us. My power hour is not as detailed as Alora. Now, I am not a perfectionist, right? So I kind of fly by the seat of my pants sometimes, and I know that's not always good. It's my personality. So I've always been that way. I do better when I'm up against a time frame, when I'm up against having to do it. I know we got to get off the call here in a few minutes, so I'm going to hurry. So, but this business has forced me to be better with my organization and to be better with marking off 1, 2, 3 and going on to the next one and prioritizing. It's really challenged me as a person, forced me to be a better leader, and we're always learning. That's what I love about this business, is we can always learn from each other. So mine is just the screen share. Mine's so not like Alora's. Let me speaker view here. Oh, well, let's see. Oh, no, not speaker. What am I doing? Screen share. Now, I put this on here so you could see it. It is not neat. It does not look good. So please don't laugh. I don't know what I'm doing here. Where am I? No. Screen share. Okay. There's me. Hello. Looking at myself. I can't find it. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, Jeezel. Laura, how did you get there a minute ago?
Hold on. I'm not
on
the
screen share too, but I can't find my Google Docs. Bummer, guys. Here, well, I'll show this one. Can you guys see that? Where is it? There. Can you see that?
It's thinking.
This is, I think it'll come up. This is, can y'all see it yet?
Not yet.
Really? My computer's super slow. Okay, well, it's a power hour that Leslie shared with us. I'm going to just come off. I'll post it up on our team page. I'm sorry. I can see you guys. that you're not seeing this?
Mm-mm.
Bummer. Okay, well, forget it. I'll come back to you guys. I apologize, guys. So Leslie, it just talks about doing things in steps, and I'll put it on our page. I apologize. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know you get your call. She talks about just what Alora talked about, and basically shared a lot of the same things that I wanted to share with you tonight in that picture, but I'm not going to spend time figuring it out. Do you guys have power hours? That's what I want to know right now, real quick. Let me undo us all here. I'm going to unmute all of this. This is something we can all get better at. Who wants to talk? Hey, Angel, you work full time. What's your power hour look like? Just similar to Alora's, or is there things you could do to add? Or
definitely things I can do to add. And I need to figure out ways to do Hootsuite more often. It's more difficult to do from the phone. And so that's where I, have trouble with that.
sure.
One question I have is there a way to get copies of what you shared, Alora, so that
Yeah, I already sent Mona my Power Hour document. The
Perfect.
images, if you just type in Beachbody Power Hour on Google, you'll get numerous ones to choose from, and you can just find something that works for you. I'm going to send her a worksheet version that I have given my team, and it makes it really easy. It's a combination of a Power Hour and your business activity tracker. So I'll send that to Mona, and she can post that up on the team page too.
Thank you, Alora.
And then, Alora, I had one other question about where, or what are you sending out to your challengers or your coaches that was once a week?
My welcome email. So I have one for challengers and I have one for coaches, and my coaches get both because they're slightly different as far as content.
Okay.
We have that, but it's probably not updated. We have one for, well, we can talk about this. Email me, I'll give you them. Veronica, how about you?
Mine are like, not to say like a whole hour, but I try to split my time like throughout the day. So if you see stuff coming from me in the morning, that's me kind of like having in like little time between at work, because sometimes I have some downtime at work, so I usually just use that to kind of like do body stuff and send posts out, try to promote the products more. And then in the evening, I'll try to short my workouts and things like that. And I can't improve on like inviting more. I have invited like a whole bunch of people at one time, but I never really got feedback. But I guess I just need to keep pushing and just keep pushing my invites out there. So.
Right. It's just little things, making it smaller every day. So you do a few a day and not too many,
Right.
compounding that.
Right.
I know you guys got to get off in about 2 minutes to see do the Darren Hardy thing. So let me get to those that are going to do. Is everybody going to go do that next? Yes, because you all hit Success Club, most of you, I think. Katie, how about you though? How do you do your power hour?
I've gotten better about this over time. It's not, I try to be consistent every day, but realistically it's, it doesn't always necessarily happen. So mine usually happens late night because that's the time I have, between work and grad school. And I have a BAT, a business activity tracker, and my success partner and I send those to each other so we can be accountable to each other. And so I do my invites and my follow-ups and my adding to my network, and then send that over to her to keep me accountable.
That's great.
And if I don't send it, she says, "Where's that BA?"
That's great. Hey, how about you, Jen?
Well, I don't really do it.
Okay, well.
No, I just like all over the place. Like, just, I don't know. That's just how I am in general. But, I try to do like a little bit in the morning, and then like
fact, she's all over the damn place.
That's my husband. He's.
I was like, there's a guy out there.
Thank you for the information.
I don't know. Like some days, even like when I like don't have work or whatever, if I like sit down and try to like do something for an hour, like I can't.
Okay.
So I like break it apart, but I cannot do something for a whole hour. I'm just like incapable.
Well, this will help because it's a minute, like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Little things that broken down that will help you get on track. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just use the task list versus setting a time maybe on it, and just be like, I have these 3 tasks to do in the morning, and I have these 3 tasks to do at night, and it could take you 5 minutes, and it could take you 45 minutes, and that way you're not confined by that time block that you have.
That's so smart.
That makes sense.
And I would have to say you're definitely on par with that one, Alora, because you probably can't see it, but I write out a quad chart every single day. I spend about 15 minutes in the morning just mapping out what are my priorities.
Yep.
My professional career, my beach body, my family, and anything else that has to be done. There's, 4 segments to it.
Mm-hmm.
My workouts in there, checking for daily customers, reaching out to potential new challengers that I'm seeing who are, marking maybe or potential in, each of those challenge group, the up and coming stuff. So same thing, writing out what you've got to do helps you with that business activity side of it.
Yeah.
That's great. If you, I don't know if that's something you could help put on our team page, Michelle, but you probably write it. Okay, I know you guys got to go get your Darren Hardy. I wanted to ask Lindsay and Meredith, but I don't want to jump off the call. If you guys want to jump off and go, let's do one picture. Hold on. Okay, everybody get ready? See, this is what we do. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right. We have a picture. All right. Well, Meredith, how do you feel about your power hour? Got it?
Mine is definitely tasked. Or like I break it down by task. Like I'm a list maker and I'm a planner, and I usually get a good hour in at night, but I do stuff in the morning as soon as I wake up, like from 6 to 6:30. Before I get in the shower, I'm doing stuff and planning for the day and posting in my groups and doing that. I sometimes get some time at lunch. Like I was listening to calls the other day on my lunch break as I was doing stuff in my office. It was like background noise. People would walk in and I'm like, hold on. I just kind of fit it in whenever I can, but every day I try to make sure I have like tasks that I need to get done. So whether it takes me 30 minutes or 3 hours, I just try to figure out times that I can do it. So between bedtime and like right now, I'm going to spend some time working now that my kids are down, and so I just try to fit it in, but I always try to get my tasks checked off.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I mean, I think doing at least a half hour in the morning is super important.
Yes.
Because it gets you, plus you got to check in with your challengers. That's one of our things we have to do before we go. I think that, for me, the minutes help me because I will if I'm just given a list of things, I'll jump around. But if I know I have 5 minutes, like Alora shared, and if I have 5 and I do 5 for this, and I'm done and I'm not finished, then that alarm goes off. That's helpful because I'll just keep just sitting there and you can turn off your messages, you can turn off your Facebook feed, all of that stuff, because I would scroll. I put my phone away so I don't see people popping up, on my phone. Yeah, I need those minutes for sure. That will help me be much more. And Lindsay, how about you? What do you think when you think about this?
Well, I get very overwhelmed very easily. I get very frustrated very easily, and I get my feelings hurt very easily. So like it's just very, I try to reach out to people and talk to people, and people don't talk back. And so I don't take that personally, but then, like the girl that let me do my whole beach body spiel, and like, I was so excited, and then she was like, oh, I know a coach. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, I was so upset. Like, I cried. And my friend was like, she does that, though. That's how she is. Like, she does that to people. And I'm like, but that is such a letdown. Like, I was so excited to have somebody that I knew that was, like, really struggling with their weight to help them on this journey. And then she just, like, shoots me down. And, it's just, it's very hard for me to keep reaching out to people when people either aren't responding to hey, how's it going? Or, people aren't, accepting my help, or they just, they know what is going to happen. Like they're like, I know where this is going. Don't even bother. And it's like, but that's not what it's about. I'm not trying to like sell you something. I just want to know, like, what your goals are. And like, I don't know. That's frustrating for me.
It's frustrating. Well, I think the place to start with that is just to do, your journey, right? And you just share your journey. And then when you do that, people are going to totally reach out to you. That's what you just need to concentrate on.
That's what happened with me. That's why I feel the same way. Like I try to share my journey more than rather me try to cram down Beachbody, which I'm not doing. But I try to like share my journey to show people, I am losing weight. This is really helping me because I have struggled in the past, and I get compliments at work now that people can tell that I'm losing weight. And I'm one of my, it was my first challenge pack. So, that, she noticed that I was losing weight, and she was like, she's like, are you doing Beachbody? And she researched it all. And I didn't have to do much of the work. She already researched it, and it was just easy to get my first challenge pack sold. So.
Yeah. I mean, I have sold challenge packs, and one of them was she was upset with how it was or whatever. I don't know. She said that it wasn't the product for her, and that's fine. And then the other one really liked it, and she does it at her own pace. And I asked her if she wanted to be a coach, and she, she's not interested in that. And I even offered you can be a discount coach. Like, it's great. You can save money on Shakeology. Like, that's awesome. Not interested. And, so now I'm just kind of like taking a step back, and like, because I felt like me trying to reach Success Club was like me trying to sell things. Like that was, and and they always say like, we're not selling it. And well, that's how I felt. I felt like that's all I was trying to do was sell it. And so now I'm kind of taking a step back, and I'm talking about low carb headaches and how much they suck, and how I'm doing with my own diet, and just trying to.
I don't want to interrupt. Someone was going to say something, but Lindsay, I would focus on your own journey, because that's really all that matters here, right? If we're not doing it, and we're not getting healthy, and we're not feeling successful in our own whatever, then, it's, I don't know how to say it. This is for us, right? All of this. This is what we're creating and what we're doing. And our success isn't measured by a benchmark that Beachbody sets for us. Yeah, that's amazing, and that's going to grow our business, but that doesn't define your success. So if you having a conversation about your low carb headaches, I don't know anything about you, I'm just using that as an example, helps somebody, then that's success. Regardless of if they buy a program or a challenge pack today, 6 months later, they're going to be like, oh yeah, Lindsay talked about that. Maybe I should go ask her. You want to form relationships, and we want to use that form, F-O-R-M-E, or F-O-R-M, sorry, I'm drinking wine. You want to use that first and foremost, and just create relationships. I don't cold invite anybody. I never have. Actually, I've done it once, and I hated it. It doesn't feel right to me. So I just build relationships with people. I have crazy conversations about anything and anyone wants to talk about that I can relate to all day long. And then they see my post, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the cool chick we talked about cloth diapers. Maybe I should go ask her because I want to lose 40 pounds. See what she's doing, right? So they come to me because I'm consistent. So just be consistent and be successful with when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed, and feel good about what you've done, right? And people will see that.
Yep. That's right. That's great, Alora. That's right. That's all you can do, Lindsay, is just share your own journey and just be consistent with it. People will reach out to you. I promise. Anita told me that because I was struggling, and she's like, you got to show you more, Mona. I don't see you at all on your feed. I see your kids and I see you talking about it, but I don't see you doing it. And when I started doing that consistently, sure enough, it happened. So just keep at it, keep on your own journey, use us as support when you need to talk, and we will help you. So yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's a doll. Well, we will post all of this information in our page, again, our team page. Laura, thank you so much for spending time and you know, when I reached out this afternoon and asked if, you know, somebody could talk with me about Power Hour, and she jumped in. So I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you.
Rock. The information was incredible, and we will put it up, and we will all get better at this because we all have room to grow. Lord knows I do. This guy, I need to have more time for him in the afternoon. All right, you guys. Love ya. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and Laura, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Oh, there's a cat. Bye, guys.